the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Getting set for first down. RPO complete to open the drive.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. With the catch, it's Haynes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Humphries. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Extending the play. He's open on the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding them. Nice catch.
Quickly complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They're trying to get to him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. On second down, just keeps firing. And it's picked off at the goal line. He's at the 40, the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And what a job in coverage by the defense. First, the defender able to get his hand on the ball and tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
So they'll try to maximize that pick 6 by running the offense out for the 2-point try. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll throw it on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Fair catch, called for and made. Offense set on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Back to throw, it's Manning. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that play is going to just ignite this offense. You got to take a shot. You want to be aggressive. What an individual effort here by the receiver hauling in that catch.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I'll tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Throwing right. Makes the grab. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Manning. This time he's got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He wants to throw here on second down. He tries to take the top off. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 22, Georgia 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This offense has been stuck with the negative integers, -1, -1 on the last two. Now it's 3rd and goal. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Slips through the line. Pushed out of bounds at the 41, but not before he pulls off a terrific return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
Oh, it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
To the air. It's Manning. Quick step and go. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job on it.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Longhorns are flying down the field. Going up top on 1st down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you wanted to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score.
Georgia, 7.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm... This offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Quick release on the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Nice job to get it past the sticks and then get him down at the 35.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
This guy just gives you nightmares. And he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Scanning the field, it's Rashada. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up, going for the big play. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorn! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets him to the 49-yard line.
Tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The throw to the outside is complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
325.
They want to just keep throwing it. He'll take a shot. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They get to him as he throws. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today in a stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance today. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game...
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Dropping back, it's Manning. He's moving out of the pocket. He's not afraid to go deep. And he'll make the catch at the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tuggle. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be...
Lets it fly. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. At the 30. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Going downfield for the big play. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Looking for a man. It's Rashada. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen. Force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
And the extra point splits the uprights. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
50, Georgia, 24.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Line getting set on second down. They run the reverse. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Forced out of the pocket. The throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Trying to get to it. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Using the quick game. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He finds his man. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Coming after him. Caught near the sticks. It's Cherry. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They want to run this quarterback. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Now on the move. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on.
Number 16 with the carry.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Using his feet. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this all.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They'll start this drive with an end around. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways, and I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting the 1st.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Couldn't get anything done on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Longhorns want to crank their tempo. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Rashada. Got his man quickly. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone in there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range with it. Love to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that's just a great job by the defense shutting down that jet sweep. You see the team speed they have on defense. They are willing and ready and able to go sideline to sideline with anybody in the country.
Jet sweep to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking to throw on second down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
The offense with a big opportunity in the red zone.
They're going back to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to pass on second down. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown Bulldogs! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
Returner goes out of bounds.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their